Yo, what is going on, y'all? V-Rob here. Today what we are going on, as you guys can see by the title of this video, we'll be talking about the Bucks-Sixers game that happened yesterday on Christmas Day. This is a 2:30 p.m. slate game for Christmas Day. Fam, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'll just say this. I'll show you guys my list of predictions for Christmas Day games for the NBA yesterday. I posted this on New Year's Eve on Twitter. I got all 5 wrong. This was the worst prediction day that I've ever had in my NBA prediction career. So like the last 6-7 years, I've never done this bad. So, anyways, let's hop into the video. Going into this Christmas Day matchup, this is the first time that the Bucks and Sixers played each other in this regular season. Last season, they played each other 4 times. The Bucks actually won 3-1 in those 4 games. I really wanted this matchup last year in the playoffs. So to get this matchup on Christmas Day, this is one of the most exciting games that I've been looking forward to this season. So, just beyond excited, yo. Especially with the Milwaukee Bucks, how good they've been, beating teams left and right, with Philadelphia 76ers struggling as of late, but have won the last 2 against Washington and Detroit. I knew this is actually going to be a really good game, and I actually picked the Bucks to win this game. So starting off in the first quarter, we have to put into account that the Philadelphia 76ers are one of the best home teams in the league. They have only lost twice so far in the regular season at home. Philly had an amazing first quarter. It was the most points the Bucks have allowed in the first quarter all season. The Sixers made 6 threes, and they won that quarter 38-30. Joel Embiid was knocking them down. The offense looked really consistent, and it was going all through Ben Simmons, getting other players open. Ben Simmons actually finished with 14 assists throughout the whole game. Then we go into the second quarter. Philly won that quarter 31-18. Milwaukee that quarter shot 8 for 27. Philly's half-court offense looked so well in that first and second quarter. Plenty of off-ball screens and pick-and-rolls to get high percentage shots. I was so impressed, not just at the offensive side, but the defensive side of things. Looking at that second quarter, having the Milwaukee Bucks shoot 8 for 27 in that quarter, it was a difference maker in the rest of the game, you guys. That changed the entire vibe of the game. It put Philly up by a lot. It put Philly up by 20 at one point. I was just beyond impressed on how well they played defensively, especially with Joel Embiid on Giannis Antetokounmpo. We obviously know Giannis has been playing amazing so far this year, averaging 31 a game, shooting over 55% from the field. Seeing Giannis struggle against Joel Embiid, and seeing Embiid being actually athletic and be willing to guard Giannis, yo, I was shocked. So to have Joel Embiid in his grill, stealing the ball, making him really nervous, getting the crowd hyped how Joel Embiid does it, I thought it was amazing. So, I mean, you look at that first half, you guys, the Bucks scored a season low in the first half with just 48 points. The defense of Joel Embiid on Giannis, pressuring him and contesting every single shot. That second half, though, yo, Milwaukee began taking less threes and scoring more inside, being more aggressive, and the Sixers kept shooting more from 3. We go into the fourth quarter, yo, the Bucks won that 36-21. Middleton knocked down 3 threes. Lopez had a few threes, but the final score was 121-109. The Philadelphia 76ers had a Christmas Day record and a team record in the game of 21 threes made. You look at how Philly won this game, the first thing that comes to mind is the defense. The defense on Giannis specifically. Giannis probably had his worst game of the year, only scoring 18 points, shooting 8 for 27 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3. It was tough, yo. He had a plus-minus of -18. He had 3 turnovers. And a lot of that you have to put into account was Joel Embiid, Al Horford, Ben Simmons being very aggressive on the defensive side of things, collapsing on him every time that he would drive. It was the best defense that I've seen on Giannis since the Toronto Raptors Milwaukee Bucks Eastern Conference Finals series with Kawhi Leonard. This team right here, you look at what they did, it poses the toughest matchup for Giannis and the Bucks on the defensive side or the offensive side of things. They can test them. Their height is there. They are the tallest team in the league, especially with their starting lineup. No one is under the height of 6'6". That is how you beat the Milwaukee Bucks. That is how you contest with this team. That's why I like the Lakers matchup with them, especially a lot more than like the Rockets or the Clippers, because of a height difference. The Philadelphia 76ers, their defense, yo, absolutely amazing. Also, the 3-point shooting of the Philadelphia 76ers, shooting 21-44 from 3, 48% from 3, yo. It was amazing. I was so impressed on how well this team shot from 3. Embiid made 3 threes. Tobias Harris had a really good game, making 5 for 7 from 3 as a total of 22 points. Josh Richardson came out and shot 4 for 11 from 3. Al Horford made 3 threes. Korkmaz off the bench had 16 and shot 4 for 5 from 3. This was the best performance I've seen of the Sixers from the offense and defensive level so far this year. The best game Philly has played so far this season. And number 3, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, y'all, give it up for thought, you guys remember me during the regular season or during the off season, I didn't know Joel Embiid had the ability to get his stamina up during the off season. That was a huge problem for him in the playoffs against Toronto. That was a huge problem for him towards the end of last season. And so to see him guard Giannis almost the entire game, also be so well on the offensive level, dropping over 30, I was so impressed. Joel Embiid is a top 10 player in this league. He's probably a top 8 player in this league. We have to recognize the greatness of Joel Embiid and that he has arrived. I don't know where I'd rank him as compared to Giannis or other top players in the Eastern Conference, but he is one of the best talented players in the league. He showed that yesterday, both ends. It was unreal, yo. So shout out one time to Joel Embiid. For me, what does this game show? This game shows to me that these are the top 2 teams in the East. These 2 teams, in my opinion, like I predicted before the season started, these 2 teams will meet in the Eastern Conference Finals. Whether it's the 1 and 2 seed, the 1 and 3 seed, whatever the circumstance might be, these 2 teams will determine who goes to the NBA Finals. If they somehow play as a 1 and 4 matchup, the winner of that series will go to the NBA Finals, no matter who they play in the Eastern Conference Finals. The 76ers poised as the biggest threat to the Milwaukee Bucks going into the playoffs and throughout the rest of the season. They play 3 more times, so those 3 games, I want to see how Giannis responds to the defense of Joel Embiid and the other 76ers big men. I want to see how the Sixers respond to whatever Giannis gives to them, because Giannis, in my opinion, he will not play this bad. This is Giannis' worst game of the season, worst game that he's played in probably over a year. 8 for 27 from the field, 0 for 7 from 3. The Sixers let him shoot. The Sixers were aggressive. The Sixers collapsed. Joel Embiid looks like a defensive player of the year type candidate the way he played yesterday. So I am beyond impressed by the Sixers. I am beyond impressed with Joel Embiid. If they can keep this up, if they can have this confidence come out of Ben Simmons and be aggressive in the half court, if their half court offense is looking this good, if they can have Korkmaz come off the bench and play a pivotal role in that offense and be a spark that lights the bench unit, they have an opportunity to win the NBA Finals this year, or at least even make it to the NBA Finals like Joel Embiid won it the past 2 years. So this game was a shocker for me. Obviously, the Lakers losing on Christmas Day was heartbreaking, yo. I mean, the Christmas Day vibe for me was like up and down throughout the whole day, but that sucked. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, yo. I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Thank you guys so much. Love sport. Cannot thank you guys enough. Stay blessed. All love. Have a great end of the year. How are you guys going to prepare yourself for 2020? Make 2020 the best year in your life. You have the control to do that. You have the power. You have the ability to do it. Just put your mind to anything and you will do it if you put in the work, yo.